Well, hello there.
Uh,
Greetings, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's been a couple of weeks since we've had one of these, but we've got some interesting new updates. I was trying to think of starting the show with something very funny. Um, I was going to be like, "Welcome to DarkCon Dispatch. I am your host, Mr. Rourke. No, wait,
Mr. Art.
the Angel Shadow."
Does
But
that
you
make me tattoo? I gotta go, the plane, the plane.
yeah. You're tight. Except you're taller than me, I think. So. Oh my gosh. Any rate, yeah, it's been a fun couple of weeks. Busy on my side. Make sure my phone is not gonna make noise.
Yeah,
Um,
better do the same here. Hang on.
yeah, we've got
Yeah.
we've got some people here in the chat.
Oh, good.
My camera was on. Ah, Dan being funny. Look at that. Look at that. Always a comedian. Always a
Need,
comedian.
somehow I have missed the chat. Okay, I see it.
Yeah.
Still getting used to. Still getting used to restream. It's not that bad though. Not
There
bad
you
at all.
go. Here, and let me change it so it's a little smaller so we can see more. I gotta make it small. There we go. I got my picture. All right. Any rate, so we've got. Should I go ahead and why don't you make the big announcement about the launch?
All right. Um. Well, I've got the Kickstarter that I'm selling the tickets on set up, and it's in pre-launch right now. So that if you want to go there, Death Angel Shadow over here has the link, and I'm sure he'll be sharing it
Oh
throughout.
yeah, it's gonna pop up there pretty
Yeah,
quick.
quite often. Yeah, there we
Hey,
go.
look at
Not quite. Yeah,
that!
he's
Right on
listening to it.
cue.
Yeah, but so if you want to go right now, all you'll get is the pre-launch screen, but it will give you a notify me,
Yep,
uh, which is good
that's
because
that's how all the
I
hooks
have,
goes.
it's a small con, so I don't. I'd hate for you guys to, not get there until it was already up for 2 weeks and maybe sold out of tickets or something. So, but yes, it's going to be going live on the 16th, Tuesday, the 16th of June. Um, and I don't want to speak for you, but maybe we can do something there if you're not busy. I don't know. Don't want to back you into the corner while everybody's listening, but
Well, I've got I might do something. I'll have to
if
think
you
about
if
it.
you got something else, that's okay. I just figured since this is you've already got everything set up. You've made me a really really nifty intro and everything.
Yeah. I'm always tweaking. I like playing with that thing. I was actually
You're like I'm always tweaking.
Twitch, yeah, Twitch. Yeah. Speaking of cons, I am going to be gone next weekend and the following
And the
weekend.
following weekend, yeah.
I'm gonna be going to North Texas. Thanks, Dan. To for North Texas Con. I'm gonna be in the Dallas Fort Worth area, I guess, and that's gonna be fun. North Texas is a pretty big deal. And
Mhm.
then the following week, we're going to go see our buddy Roger up at Central New York Con. So CNY Con is the following weekend. Um,
Mhm.
and
Get to work it.
I'm driving for that one. That one's a 13 or so hour
Get to
drive.
see
So
some of the country there, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that ought to be a lot of fun. You get to do a little con research too
Oh yeah.
at the
Yep.
same time.
Looking to see because of course, as you know, I'm working on Smoky Con. Going to be next year. So,
You
any
may also
rate,
be able to rope somebody in to be a good special guest in that way too. You
yeah.
can literally twist their arm when you're in person.
Yeah. There we go. All right, and rumor has it, Eric Tenkar is going to bring Feltothraxis to CNY.
Feltothraxis. That name, I'm blanking on that name.
That's all
Oh,
right.
I know. I've seen him once. Yeah, I've seen
I've
him once.
seen Feltothraxis a couple of times,
Yeah,
but never in
he's
person.
not.
I'm
Yeah,
hoping to get my picture with Feltothraxis.
yeah.
That's my
But
goal in life.
I had to think about it for a second. But the Felto part, I was like, oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, Yep, yep, yep.
He
So,
hasn't pulled him out a lot on camera
no,
recently.
he hasn't. He hasn't. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and play this little video that you sent me.
All right.
Let's see, and hopefully everybody enjoys it.
You can hear my radio announcer. You've been waiting for decades for a chance to sit down across the table with other Dark Sun fanatics from around the world. Finally, the time has arrived. DarkCon, the world's first in-person Dark Sun convention, is imminent. This October, Saturday the 24th and Sunday the 25th at the Knoxville Airport Hilton, the Dark Sun community will come together for the first time in one place. There will be Dark Sun games of all descriptions, 2E, 5E, Shadow Sun, and more. There will be special events like Dark Sun Jeopardy, a panel with the author of Shadow Sun himself, the Chubby Funster, aka Greg Christopher, and last but not least, the world's largest game of D&D run by one DM. The Crimson Arena of Alteruk will be a fast-paced, deadly game with 100 plus players, DM'd by Jason O'Mahony. That should be a blast. Seats at our table are limited. Don't miss out. Get your tickets today by scanning this QR code or using the link in the video description. Come crush it at DarkCon. We'll see you there.
Well, that's kind of nice, sweet, and right to the point there.
Yeah, I was trying to keep it short, like you said, short and sweet, and kind of using my announcer's voice there as best I could muster.
Well, that's all right. You did fine. You did fine. So yes, and if anybody missed the episode, we had Jason on, did we not?
We did. He's a very
Oh,
he's never short for anything to say. He's
no, he's not. He was great. He was a great guest.
And that's how he's gonna run this too. Is it's going to be very fast paced. He's going to have. I asked him today. I was like, there are a lot of people who are asking me more questions, and this is what I've been telling them. What do you have anything to add to that? And because I had been saying, that it was basically going to be rules light. He was going to be going around real quick, rules light and deadly. So there would probably be a lot of people eliminated in the first little while. But and also that it wasn't just going to be a like 50 guys on a side going at each other in an arena, that he was going to do some arena games as well. But give me a second. I'll tell you exactly what he said to me when it came to his response on what I should tell people. Because, all right, let's see. He said, this is what he said when I asked him if there's anything he wanted me to add to that. He said, it will be an interactive game with players physically moving around the hall at all times to represent the choices the players make. Excuse me. There will be dice rolling in the central area where the DM is under the DM's observation. There will be arena combat occurring with minis all around. Speaking of minis, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with there's a fella, I believe he's in Germany, and he's called, I believe his company name is Gloomy Kids Minis. I don't know if you've heard of him or not.
I'm not familiar with him, but
from what I understand, normally what he does is he for people here in America, he instead of shipping the minis himself, he'll send you the files so you can print them out yourself.
Oh, the STLs, yeah.
Well, Jason, he's going to have some of his family's coming with him, and they're going to have a vendor table, and the fellow who runs Gloomy Kids has sent him. They're basically going to be his physical minis representative here at the in America at this con anyway. So they're going to have a table full, because Gloomy Kids does a lot of stuff that is intended for Dark Sun, where they do an obvious Dark Sun monster and call it something slightly different, to get around the IP.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody has been looking for Dark Sun minis, he'll have them that are direct from that. He'll probably use a lot of those in his big his big 100
Okay.
plus game.
Okay, that's cool. So we've already got a question from uh, my newest associate co-host, Dan, the Final Arbiter, as he likes to call himself. He's my co-host on the Sunday night Bad News Bards, and one of the fellow Grognards on Grognards Assembled, which is on Fridays. How many hours of games do DMs need to run to get a ticket?
To get a ticket, basically, if you want a 2 day pass, which if you're coming from Chicago, you'll want a 2 day pass. You don't want to drive down for just or fly down for just one day. Basically, 2 4-hour sessions.
Okay.
So
A
basically,
session each day, a session Saturday, a session Sunday.
yeah, either a session each day or both sessions one day, and then
Yeah.
have the other day where you're the player.
Okay.
So,
How many sessions are scheduled in a day?
right now, I've got 2 sessions a day, and I've got then the
Intermission.
evening. Yeah, I've got a lunch intermission
Okay.
that's rather extensive because the hotel that I'm at, they
Mhm.
don't want to let you. They want basically you to eat their food, and
Of
they do
course.
have a restaurant there, and they do bagged lunches that you can order. That I'll have when we're doing the actual sign up for the games. I'll have all that stuff on there so that you can order it through them. But because that's kind of expensive, their bag lunches are kind of on the expensive side, and because there are so many, there's a ton of restaurants
Oh, I was gonna say,
that are within just like 3 or 4 miles of there. So I figured, and a lot of them are decent sit down restaurants too. So I figured, well,
oh yeah,
you
yeah.
may
There's a
want to have so I figured I'd do a 2 hour lunch break in the middle of each day to give you plenty of time to get there, stand in line, sit down, eat your lunch,
or hit the vendors up
or
or
hit the
whatever the
vendors
case.
or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, whatever you want to do. I may, depending on how things go and what it looks like, I may do a few small things during those 2 hour lunch breaks, like raffle draw or something like that,
Sure.
like at the very end
Yeah.
of it or at the very beginning of it. But and then in the evenings, so there's going to be the morning, that lunch break, an afternoon 4 hour session, and then in the evenings is when I'm going to do the bigger events like the 100 plus player game, the
Yeah.
Crimson Arena of Alterac, and the Dark Sun Jeopardy, and uh, Chubby's panel and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm still kicking around the idea of whether I want to have a costume contest or not.
And Dan has corrected me. He's the chief minion.
Chief
So,
minion.
yeah.
He's like, don't try to put me below RP Grandpa as far as being a minion. He's above him.
Well, RP Grandpa is
Yeah.
that's a collaborator.
It's a collaborator, not a minion.
Yeah. Dan
Yeah.
is collaborator too on that show.
Yeah.
But on Bad News Bards, my flagship thing, he's one of the minions, and he's going to be on with us tomorrow night with Cam and me. We actually have a really awesome show planned. Let me see if I don't know if I've got. I may have that graphic loaded.
While you're looking for that, Davina, yeah, they're muscly, and some of the monsters are crazy too. But yeah, all your minis are like,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Saved everybody.
yeah. You didn't have to see my muscles.
So yeah, tomorrow night we have the Godfather of the OSR coming on. None other than the Matt, the guy who created Osric and Swords and Wizardry. Matt Finch himself is going to be on. I thought
Is he launching anything, or is he?
Well,
just
funny you say that. He does have something getting ready to kick off in about a month.
Oh, I was going to say, if it was that night, you could say, Godfather, on this, the day of your product launch, I've come to ask you for a favor.
Well, I found out when I was trying to, find a good picture of him and stuff to use, and I'm like, oh wait, he's got what? So we'll talk about that tomorrow night because he's already posted on Facebook that he's going to be taking questions. So.
Okay.
So that's going to be fun. And of course, Hyper Dark Sun Borea.
Well, I mean, Dark Sun is heavily influenced by
Conan and
Conan. I mean,
yeah,
it has several influences, but Conan is definitely one of them. That kick your stinking teeth in gaming style.
yeah. Matt Finch, yes, Matt Finch is going to be on here, and oh look, Davina's calling you out.
She only got the briefest glimpse there.
It's all AI generated. That's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
his muscles are
yeah.
all
I've got a big filter. Actually, I'm
yeah.
in terrible shape right now. I
Yeah, but
never.
better
Yeah.
shape than I am.
Well,
But I'm working on
well,
it.
I've been in bad shape since I bent my knee. You know, it's supposed to bend like this, and it bent that direction. uh, and
Well,
because I
that's
used to be
don't
without
do
even
that. That's
yeah
not good.
without even trying, just eating bad and living my normal life. I used to be 228 and about 12% body fat,
Oh wow.
and that was just how it grew in. I didn't really try to do. I mean, I had physical jobs. I worked as a carpenter and stuff like that, but I didn't go to the gym or anything. And I'd been in the army.
Spoilers, Dan. Spoilers. Um, what else we got to what other news? Folks, let me did you check the Kickstarter? You probably
Let me
haven't
look
checked the
at it
Kickstarter.
and see where I'm at as far as people. Hey, I got 23. So
Okay.
I started out this morning with 20, and I picked up one since because I looked just a minute ago and I was at 22. So I picked up one since we've been on.
I think I was number 22.
You were number 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I
so
picked
we
up
got
one
somebody else.
since we've been on. So I'll credit somebody in the in there.
Yeah, but I didn't know until I was doing research, you
Yeah.
know? But at any rate, yeah, no, he's gonna be on taking questions about that too.
But yeah, as far as let me think. Well, do you want to talk about what I
It's your gig, man.
okay.
You tell me what you
Well,
wanna talk about.
what
Bring
we
up
were what we
anything.
were talking about, what we were
I am just
texting
your
about.
host, Mr. Rourke.
Yeah. What we were talking about, boss, the plane. No,
The plane.
the plane. The I guess that's one thing all of your viewers should be old enough to get that.
I hope.
Um, not like going into a bunch of Gen Zs. The what I was talking about, maybe doing a little trivia contest once it opens up, once it actually uh, the Kickstarter opens up.
Right. So we're talking about once the Kickstarter actually does go live, which goes live in
The
June, right?
16th of June, yes,
Yeah. So
Tuesday.
so everybody follow it right now so you get notified on launch because on the 16th, what time does it kick off? Do you know?
Let me look. When I first set it up, I don't think that I had a time. Uh, I didn't see a time thing, but let me look and see if it gives me an
Because I
actual.
know I know sometimes the time throws it off and you want to
Yeah,
make sure.
let's see. That would be in basics, probably. So
Davina, I got a buddy who does that and he plays radio while he's descending.
I'll have to see what she was asking about. That's interesting.
She said D plane, and
Oh,
it's got a
deplane.
and then got a parachute. I have a
Oh,
buddy who jumps out of moderately airworthy aircraft with strapped with a ham radio on him, and he makes contacts while he's descending. I'm
yeah.
not kidding. I'll
That's
see him in August. His family owns a coffee plantation in Puerto Rico.
yeah. I imagine he has to have a special mic for the air for
Yeah,
the rush of the wind.
yeah,
Uh,
it's
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 just
just regular.
it's just saying a date. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. This is the first one I've ever done, so I'm
Yeah, see,
not.
it doesn't tell those of us on this side
Yeah,
any information on a when it's just a sign up page. So,
yeah,
but we do want everybody that is interested in Dark Sun, please. And I've tested the QR code here. I'm working on another one, maybe for a thumbnail. But I wanted to get this out here as quickly as possible. So,
But yeah, what I was talking about, if you are willing to do it on once we get it going, get it started, I may give away a pass to somebody, especially if they're going to be bringing somebody else with them.
It does work.
But
Oh, look.
that's pretty cool. It's like we can, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So it does work.
Like
I've tested it.
See through there for a minute, but the
green screen got it.
Yeah, the green screen got it. But yeah, I was gonna do like some Dark Sun trivia or something, and let people potentially win a pass that way if you're up for that.
Yeah, we'll do that, and
we have to do a screening one time, and then the actual one the next time. That way we can see that they're not sitting there going, cheating.
Well, so there's a couple of ways. There's a couple of ways I can do giveaways.
Yeah.
And
I'm actually as like looking up the trivia answers.
Oh well, I mean, if you do trivia, then I can't stop that. But
yeah, well, that's why I'm saying that we do a few questions and on one cast, and the people that do well on that, bring them on and just have them where we can see them on camera.
Davina is she's a comedian. The protagonist's sneakers were enchanted goat gnome skin.
Yeah, they got them straight from old Nibene, also known as Gallard Bane of Gnomes.
Yeah.
He wiped them all out. Killed them every last one. That's actually who, in my other video where like there's a dragon sitting in a golden bench,
mm-hmm.
That's who that is. That's Gallard, or he goes by Nibene now, but
goes by another name.
Yeah, he goes by the name he goes by now is Nibene.
Nibene.
Which I think is inspired by Elric, because he's Elric of Melnibene. So, you know what I'm talking about, right? The Michael Moorcock with the whole.
Oh, okay.
With the whole soul-stealing sword and all that.
Yeah. I got you.
I think that's where I think that's what inspired that. I mean, his character's not anything like that, but I think that's where the name is inspired by.
Yeah, there's a lot of cross-pollination inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my nick. Everybody assumes that Death Angel Shadow comes from this.
Yeah,
but surprise, it doesn't. I never heard of this book.
Yours comes from an old video game, doesn't it, or something?
It comes from the Neuromancer video game. So my guess is that was a tribute to Wagner.
Now, do you know if the original book Neuromancer came out before that book, and if the book Neuromancer had
I don't think so. Most likely not, because the original book Neuromancer I think came out in like 1980 or something like that.
Yeah, it came out prior.
And this book is literally as old as I am.
Yeah.
So it came out the same year as I did.
Yeah, I know the book Neuromancer. I've never read it, but it came
out
a little bit. Came out a little bit prior to.
It's about this thickness. It's all of his books are about that.
A little pulp novel, isn't it? Now,
well, it's not pulp; it's cyberpunk. But yeah.
No, I mean, pulp is what it's made out of.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the name comes from. The cheap paper pulp type pages. That's the reason they have that feel. Because they use kind of a coarse pulp.
Yeah, it's more of it's something similar to construction paper, but thinner. Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, but but what I was going to say was, I know that it had come out prior to the release of Blade Runner, but not much longer, just a few years, right? Where were they still alive? What are you talking about there, Davina? The gnomes.
I know Neuromancer was 84. The game was 88.
Okay, so maybe Neuromancer came out after.
88, really? 88, that was kind of late because I played it on a Commodore 64.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I played it in like 84 or 85.
Yeah, because a 64 was pretty obsolete by 88, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
It's
was already onto a regular desktop PC in
yeah.
88. So, and I never played Neuromancer on a computer, on a PC. I always played it on a Commodore. Hey, interestingly enough, they're using the original molds for the new Commodore 64s that are coming out. So
Oh, they putting out a kind of a
not a
almost
clone, not a retro. It's
kind of a nostalgia thing.
no. So there is a huge underground group of people that love old stuff,
Mm.
and one of the guys is really big on Commodore 64s. And apparently he was a pretty famous YouTube sensational guy. Had a lot of followers,
Yeah,
and
influencer. Yeah.
he wanted to do that, actually bring out like a tribute,
Hmm.
and he reached out to the guys who own the IP for Commodore, and they said, "Well, yeah, you could, but you just want to buy it." And he's like, "What? Oh yeah."
Like we've got all the old injection molds and everything.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they've got it. They've got the original molds. They're doing them now. They are doing some fancy things like there's going to be a classic version that looks just like it, but then there's also going to be like a translucent RGB version and stuff like that. So really cool. And of course, they have SD card slots and modern
Yeah,
modern
there's a lot of modern
conveniences,
upgrades.
USB-C ports, and but DVI output. But yeah, kicking it old school, man. I love it. That's actually the kind of the pre-title for the series I'm doing about old school gaming. So, any rate, which tomorrow night Matt Fitch is going to be on talking about
Mhm.
Osric, and Osric 3 actually is coming out, or is out, and then of course Mythmere Games also makes. They make Osric and they make the Swords and Wizardry. So
Yeah. He was his Osric was my inspiration uh, on the Etten thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was because I was thinking about that and his I'm
There you
blanking on
go.
the word. What's that?
Oh, was he? I know he's a pretty famous YouTuber too. So
Oh,
um,
she's talking about the
the
guy
Commodore,
the
yeah.
guy who got the Commodore.
Let me see, because I know Devo did the song. "Time Was Meant for Change" was the
Mm.
theme song for the loading screens. You remember how on the Commodore 64? Did you ever have a Commodore 64?
No, no,
Oh,
we didn't. I didn't own a compute. Well, I'd say this: we had because I had an aunt that was 5 or 6 years older than me, and she insisted. She was
mhm,
the baby of my mom's children. She was 16 years younger than, or not my mom's siblings.
mhm.
Because of her, we had like Atari 2400 or whatever,
The 20s, the video game, or
2600 or
what about the
whatever. Yeah.
computer?
But no, we didn't. We didn't. I didn't own a computer until
Oh.
in the house until the year 2001.
Oh, see, I've been doing IT professionally since I was 13.
Yeah, I didn't even get on the internet.
40 years. Hey, Flint. We got Flint Fireforge on there, and Old Contemptible. I don't recognize that name, but greetings to you. I did not know Wagner was from Knoxville. That's kind of interesting. Because yeah, I'm about well, I can be in Knoxville in about what, 40 minutes or so,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. And if I walk about 35 feet that direction, I'm in Knox County. I'm currently in
Y-
Anderson County,
You're in Anderson, yeah,
because
yeah,
my house is straddling the line.
yeah.
But
I'm down in Monroe County,
yeah,
but good luck finding me. Right, as you found out.
yeah, yeah. But I eventually got there. Yeah, the fact that there are two houses with your house number on that road. It's just one is in a different city.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I had a
And
boss like that back in 2001 that thought he was not the brightest guy either.
yeah,
He thought oh, all these roads are on Highway 441.
yeah,
That sounds like a familiar highway number around here too, doesn't it?
yeah, yeah. It's the Dragons for part of.
No, no,
Um,
it's the loop de loo through Smoky Mountain National
yeah, I
Park.
know, but I'm trying to. It's got a
Dragon is 129. That's
129. Yeah,
that's about 10-15 minutes from me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, and Dan, no, we were talking about Neuromancer on that, but yeah, you're right. We did get in the weeds a bit on that.
Are you in Dan's state or are you in my state? Where are you at, Flint? Huh? If you're near me, but he's probably up in Dan's state.
Yeah, if he's down here in Tennessee, he can come to both of our cons.
Well,
If he's in
Flint,
Illinois,
Flint's already coming to my con.
yeah,
You can't have him. No.
yeah. So he
I've
can
already
see.
I've already voluntold. I've embraced the whole volunteer thing. Now, living in Tennessee, I just volunteer people what to do all the time.
Yeah, and that's one thing I think I've offered, but I'll come and work as a volunteer in yours, or if
Yeah.
you're having the same trouble I've had when it comes to finding DMs, I'll do a little bit of both for you.
Yeah. Well, you're certainly more than welcome at SmokyCon to run a Dark Sun 2E game. That would be that would be kind of cool, actually. Yeah. Let's see what else news, because I know you sent me a whole litany of list of things. So
Well, let's
oh,
see. We've got
he's over 3 hours from us.
yeah, he's down the road a bit, but it's not that bad.
No, it's not bad.
It's all
That's
like
where that's where I go to see concerts.
yeah,
Well,
it's
if it's not like Jacko playing at the Shed, which I
yeah.
saw last weekend. That was fun.
Got to hear some chainsaw solos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. He must go through a couple hundred wooden stools a year.
where he
He
works on uses that as part of
saws
the
the
show.
stool. Oh
Yeah,
hell yeah! Actually, it's kind of neat because it was Memorial Day weekend, and oh, he's got DarkCon on you. Maybe he'll DM. Oh,
who's that? I'm sorry.
Flint said that. Yeah, he's got
Okay,
DarkCon on the calendar. So
cool. Yeah, I've got in that list I sent you. I think anyway that I've got. Let me look at it because this is no, I don't because it's too new. I think I've got instead of using the old DM's application, I've just got one that's basically everything that I need to know to put you in the. Oh, I'm blanking on the word again. But basically in the thing that the players will use to choose their games from.
okay.
I'm blanking on the word. I'm bad about that in my old age. I sit around the house a lot and don't talk to anybody, so I think my speech is suffering for it.
You don't get to talk to anybody but the dogs.
But the dogs,
Occasionally,
yeah, and I don't have to talk to them too much.
yeah. Hey, Erudite, how
Yeah,
you
how
doing
you doing
tonight?
there, Ed?
He's moving over our way eventually too. So
Yeah.
he's going to be in the North Kakalaki side of the mountains.
Oh, so he's going to be, from what I understand, that's where. Now he's going closer to the coast, but Chubby's going out to like the
Outer
Outer Banks.
Banks. Yeah, yeah. That's where the rich people live.
I've been out there. Been out there once in
I've
college. We took a field trip out to Ocracoke.
Oh yeah. It's I've never been to the Outer Banks.
They're all right. If you like the beach,
Yeah,
they're all right.
Erudite said he's going to be there. He's going to be there. So guys,
Excellent.
make sure you follow the Kickstart,
Yeah.
because it launches on the 16th, and you want to y'all want to make sure that you're able to get in and all that and get your passes. Are they all the same?
I've got a 1-day pass and a 2-day pass up there, but if you're coming from out of town, you'll definitely want to get the 2-day. I mean, no sense in, driving 3 or 4 hours or getting on a plane to get there and just turning around after one day and going home.
Wouldn't be the first time I've done stuff like that, but
And
yeah,
something like that.
not usually that far out.
Yeah. But the other stuff that's on there, I do have like some that's on the Kickstarter. I've got some add-ons that are like t-shirts and stuff, t-shirts and hoodies and things like that. So,
Oh, okay. Well, Asheville is only a couple hours away from here.
yeah, there's a lot of cities that are only like 3 hours away, three and a half, because
There,
Atlanta's 3.5, 4, Nashville's about 3, Asheville's 3 or
Huntsville's 3,
Huntsville's 3. Yeah,
Nashville, Asheville, Huntsville, and
uh,
Atlanta are all 3 hours from me.
and Lexington's less than 4, I think.
Yeah.
In Kentucky.
Yep.
That's one thing about Knoxville, because it's because of 40 and 75. I think my wife said something about we're within 12 or 13-hour drive of most of the East Coast.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
or the east half of the country, I should say.
I could be, driving up from Florida wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I drove down to Florida and not a problem. Did something and then crashed and then got up and came back like the next day.
Yeah,
it was not a bad deal.
When my first wife and I split up, she moved with my daughter down near your old stomping grounds. She lived in Tampa, and I used to go down there a fair amount.
Yeah.
Or we would meet halfway in kind of southern Georgia and do a handoff. But like if I was going down for birthdays, or like you said, it's about a 12-hour drive down there, and then sometimes I went down there and, like you said, same day, went down there, had the birthday party, stayed down there for 5 or 6 hours, and came back because I had to be at work the next day.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've got the link coming in there. What other news we got?
Let's see. I already talked about how many people do.
We know Chubby's going.
We hadn't.
Chubby's
I
coming.
haven't talked about that a lot tonight.
Okay.
I can reiterate on that.
Yeah. What's he going to be doing?
I'm pretty sure everybody here is fairly familiar with Chubby Funster, and he is going to be my special guest because he is redoing his. He's revising his Shadow Sun.
Yes, he is.
That he did, because when he originally did it, he did it like right as Shadow Dark was coming out, and since he's been doing Shadow Dark stuff for 2 or 3 years now, he understands it a whole lot better. And there's a lot of stuff that he's like, oh, I could add this, I could do this different, I could do that different, do this better. So he's revising it, and he's doing starter rules. He's doing 2 books of starter rules that are like each a couple hundred pages each, player and DMs, but he's going to condense those into a single book that is 130 pages long, that he's giving away to the first 200 people who have a 2-day pass that come up, because basically they're going to go from my little desk, check-in desk, and if you got a 2-day pass, I'll send you right over to his vendor table.
He's going to be doing a giveaway, right?
And he's just, if you're in that first 100, he's going to be like, here you go, enjoy. He's also said that he's printing up his Shadow Sun version of the Freedom module.
Okay.
Which is the first published Dark Sun adventure that wasn't in the original box set.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have it over here? But let's see. Oh, yeah, there it is. Hang on. This here. Let's see if I can get it where the light doesn't.
Okay.
But that's actually, that picture right there is what inspired Dark Sun. Brom was down in the bowels of TSR's art room, and Troy Denning uh, and Brown went down there looking for inspiration, and they saw that on his easel, and they were like, that. But what I was going to say was he's doing his own version of it, which I have actually drawn the cover for, and he said that for the people who play in that, he's doing that for 2 sessions, and for the people who play in his games, he's going to give them copies of it to take home with them. And then
Awesome.
his other two sessions are, what's the name of it? Something the Colossus, but it's the starter adventure that comes with his starter rules. So
Yeah.
you'll get
Okay.
to play that, and you'll have it if you were one of those first 100 people, which most people should be. So you'll have both of those that you got to run with the creator of the system.
Okay. Okay. So how many tickets total are available for the event? What's the limit?
I'm thinking if the with the
There, it's right
yeah
there.
yeah with the they're asking about.
Yeah.
I'm pointing at it on my screen. It doesn't correlate to what you see in the camera though. But let's see. Yeah, there we go. The if I don't get a bigger haul, about 120 is about what I can hold in there. There won't even be seats for everybody at every game at 120, but most everybody will get a game every time. But I'm trying to find stuff for you to do if you like. Say if you don't get the game you want, and for some reason DM gets sick and has to cancel or something. That way, there's something else to do other than just game while you're there too. That's something I could actually use help with if anybody in the chat has suggestions for things that don't take up a whole lot of space but are entertaining.
Yeah. So Davina's got a question. Has TSR, and then she fixes that. She says, or WotC, officially disowned or shuttered Dark Sun? Disowned? No. They call it problematic for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is probably the past 5 years or so, 6 years, something like that they've been calling it that. And then they start teasing people by,
yeah, they've been doing that about every 2 years. There's something that people are like, oh, that's a Dark Sun monster, or like you go back as far as the Mystic in 5e. And everybody's like, "Oh, it's Psionics! They're going to come out with Dark Sun." I was like, "Don't hold your breath, pal."
Well, they literally had some stuff that was very.
I know
they do that. Not just Psionics, but the problem is of course WotC is trying to create a walled digital garden, and they want to keep everybody in their little tiny village. So
where they can spoon feed you and charge you for every spoonful.
Yes. Yeah. And you will like it. You will eat the bugs, and you will own nothing, and you will like it.
Yes. What's that guy's name? Klaus Schwalz or
whatever.
Something like that. Yeah.
Erudite wants a camel race.
You bring the camels.
That actually, we could probably come up with something like that.
I was going to say something, but I was like, no, that's a little naughty. I'm not going to say that.
Not that kind of. No.
Say everybody's got their pants pulled up under their armpits, and they're running around.
Fun says, if you can't find a game, send them to the fighter's pit.
Yeah. One thing, if I could find somebody who could do it, there was a guy I thought might be able to do it, but it turns out that there are these 2 guys that have literally been kind of business partners since they got out of high school, and they're our age. But one of them has now moved away, so that kind of went away. But I was wanting to. There were 2 old 90s Dark Sun computer games that were SSI games. One of them was called Shattered Lands, and the other one was called Wake of the Ravager. And I thought if I could get somebody to set up a few computers to run that. If they're on Steam, from what I understand, if I get a few people to set up a computer or two, that might be something that would be a kind of an interesting. Here you go. You can play for an hour or two, even if it's at a vendor table and it's pay to play. You know, if it's like, okay, $1 get you half an hour or whatever. I don't know, but
Yeah.
because otherwise it would be, you know, having to bring in 6 or 7 computers and having to have somebody keep a close eye on them so they don't get abused or stolen. But that was one idea I had for because I've never played either one of those games. They were always, you know, this was back in like, they came out like back in 94, 95, something like that. Needed a 386 to run, so they were kind of high end for that time. But if anybody wants to do that, I'm all for it. But to answer her question, I'll just say this: I hope not. I hope they don't ever decide that, because you know every other setting they have touched, they have screwed up. So
Yeah.
And that's one that is rife for screwing up. You know, because there's so many of the base concepts of the setting that are not congruent with their political views.
Yeah, you know, and it's sad that people would run into that. I mean,
Well, even before that, when they did it for 4th edition, before they got, you know, where they had a bunch of Nancy boys working down there, they pretty much eviscerated it, because they took when they made original Dark Sun, they made a whole bunch of changes to 2nd edition. There's a 90-page rule book. I don't know if you can hear the dogs barking out there. There's a 90-page rule book that is like, okay, you got 2nd edition, and then this is all the stuff that's different that was in the original box set. Well, when they did it in 4th edition, they said, all right, we're going to take the system, we're going to take the world and make it fit 4th edition, instead of taking 4th edition and changing it to where it fits the feel of the world. So they really eviscerated it even for 4th edition.
yeah. Let me see here.
You know, if the hotel would let me, we'd get some foam LARP weapons, and we'd have to come up with some sort of indemnity, or do this at your own risk kind of thing that you'd have to sign. But if they would let me, yeah, I'd get a couple of foam clubs and just let you guys, you know, rope off a spot and say, here you go, have at it, guys. Have somebody in there to be like the arena announcer or something. What is that? Did you find one of the games I was talking about?
Oh, I already have it.
You already have it? Which one is it that you got right now? Is it Shattered Lands or Wake of the Red?
Yep.
Well, which one? There's 2 of them.
Yes.
Well, which one is that?
Yes. That's Shattered Lands.
Okay. There you go. I don't like being pinned down, but I got you.
Yeah, here. Let me see. Let me see if this will work.
I am sure that if you wanted to come and set up a table, that people would pay to play that, because there are so many people. It's kind of got a legendary status, and there are so many people who have never played it that have heard of it. Oh, you're going to put up the little starter screen there? Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Never played it before, but it was part of it.
From what I hear, a couple of them are kind of buggy. One of them is kind of buggy. And I think it's the actual original version that's buggy. It's not just the upgrade.
It's got some funky music there.
Yeah. That's an old SSI game, you know.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be picking stuff. Hang on, just
Oh yeah, the Roland MT32. Yeah, which is probably what that is. It's probably translating it over.
I thought I had a Dragon magazine that was real handy that had the commercial for that on the back of it, but I don't. It had the ad for it.
Look at that.
For back then, that was a damn good cinematic scene there. Their dwarf looks kind of like a baby there, doesn't he?
It does, yeah, a little bit.
That huge head.
I don't know how to play it. I have to look.
I think you start out in the arena, and then you got to be like an escaped slave in the city-state of Draj, if I remember right, which is a city-state that is loosely based on Mesoamerican, like Aztec and Mayan.
Well, there you go, Flint. We could send him to the pits there.
Yeah.
Bodybuilder, baby. Yeah.
Boy,
any rate,
Regina is a wealth of information tonight.
She does. I don't know how to quit the game.
Have you ever had anybody tell you this? I had one of my army buddies tell me, you're a fountain of useless information.
Let me see what the graphics settings are. Interesting. You can still hear it kind of in the background. All right. Let's see. Well, let me mute that. All right.
Well, that was an interesting little experiment anyway. Like I said, I've never actually seen the game played, so.
Yeah.
And I know you didn't exactly play it, but you got it started anyway.
Oh yeah. No, I've got Shattered Lands and Wake of the Ravager.
Got them both. I'll tell you that. Do you want me to spoil Wake of the Ravager for you as far as who the final boss is?
Well, no, because I haven't played them.
Okay. I'll tell you this. Canonically, it doesn't make any sense, but it's just something they stuck in there because I think they had the sprite for it.
Yeah, well, SSI games is, Yeah. Delver did a thing about it. Oh, she played it first, yeah. The pits need anti-per. Well, hopefully, the same is not true for DarkCon and for that matter for North Texas and CNYCon. I'll be bringing my deodorant.
Should I bring a can of Axe to keep it the?
You might need to. Yeah, you never
know. Keep it up at the front desk.
Yep. Check your smell at the door.
Yeah.
But no, seriously. Oh, she said she watched this, so the second game wasn't as good. Okay.
Yeah. Well, she probably knows what I'm talking about. That which I will not spoil as far as the final boss on Wake of the Ravager. It is the titular Ravager.
Oh, look, it's available in English and German.
I guess that shouldn't surprise me too much because they did a lot of TSR used to do a lot of international, extra language stuff.
Well, yeah, but the SSI is the one who made it, so
yeah, I know.
They just license out the.
Doesn't surprise me that they might.
Now that's a great idea. Have you told Roger that?
What's that?
Put deodorant in his bags.
Yeah, just get something that's hypoallergenic.
So we just set up a shower, one of those hazmat showers, like
Yeah,
outside. People walk through and they get hosed down,
yeah.
and
Have some guys in the full hazmat suits and
yeah,
got the brushes and just if they'd let me, I'd bring my Great Dane and my uh, Mastiff and be
yeah.
like, they got to give you the sniff test, buddy. You may,
so so I mean, there's a lot of possibilities, and you're still working on all the details on that side of it.
yeah, yeah.
But
There's a lot of this being my first con. I don't have a. I'm still looking for ideas on certain things. Yeah,
mouthwash too, the little travel bottles. Yeah, you could probably go to. I know a store where I could get a bunch of that stuff.
oh, good old.
I could probably buy a case of them.
I go to like
No,
Sam's
right?
or something like
No,
that.
no, no, right down this. The place you almost turned around. It's right down the street from my house. That big blue building.
Oh,
That's
they
all
do that.
yeah. They
Huh,
sell all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah.
huh, I wouldn't have thought that.
Let's put it this way. I have a lot of soap that I bought there. Um,
You're like I'm
so,
prepared for the apocalypse. Um,
but
yeah,
any other things that you wanted to bring up before we close it out? Because I don't know how many people we got watching right now. I guess I should look here.
yeah, that'd be nice. I mean, we've had several people who are quite active in the chat. That's for sure.
Davina especially. Davina, does that mean you're coming out? Is that what you said you're going to volunteer to to be the one that gives the you know
Spritzes them or does the sniff test.
yeah no, you can't come in. You must shower again.
And be like one of the kids on Forrest Gump. Only instead of you can't sit here, you can't play here, can't play here.
Mm-mm. But no, we want everybody to come out. I'm sure you want people to get excited about it, and
Yes,
uh, and that's great.
the like I said, the big thing aside from just in general, the big thing that I'm really excited about is I really want to see that the uh, Crimson Arena Alterac thing with the 100+ players. If he can pull that off, I mean that's going to be awesome.
Dan, are you spoiling the damn game for me? I think he did. I think he just spoiled the game because
I don't know. I don't know about that game, so I couldn't tell you if he did or not.
All right, everybody, make sure you. She said maybe.
I didn't catch what she said right before that.
Oh, would be hilarious if the Dark Sun convention ends up looking like Dark Sun.
With bodybuilders showing up. That's why I was saying I'm not certain that I want to do the excuse me, the costume contest, any sort of cosplay thing, because it being a desert world, there's a lot of people running around with not a whole lot of clothes.
Yeah.
So, and it being, I'd say the hotel probably wouldn't be too happy with me if I had a bunch of people with their ass hanging out running around.
Yeah, that probably would not be fun. Yeah. But at any rate, how many tables are you going to have?
I'm going to have 16
Okay.
game tables. One of them's going to be a double table.
So that's 32 possible games per day,
Oh,
or 31
well,
possible games per day.
or maybe it's 15. Hang on. Yeah, maybe it's 15 because basically I've got like 60 slots for the 2 days.
Okay.
60 game slots for the.
Okay. So 30 games per day.
Per day.
So 60 total. That sounds good. Yeah.
With the one really huge game the one night, and then the Dark Sun Jeopardy the next. I've got to build the board for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
Like I was telling you, the fella who I'm gonna
I can't post some of these comments on the stream.
I'll have to I'll have to start looking at them, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Between Flint and Davina, and Dan, you know,
Yeah.
we got all the characters in there.
I will say this: one of the if I was going to do a costume contest, I was thinking about, for those of you who do know Dark Sun, making Knox Kane as the prize, and actually just going out and getting a piece of wood that looks right, doing it all up, putting a little obsidian ball on it. I don't know if
Knox
that would.
Kane. So you're just gonna get the mayor of Knox County to come down?
Yeah, Knox Kane. Yeah,
Okay.
get old Glenn Jacobs to come
Yeah,
down.
yeah. Why not? Why
The
not?
winner gets choke slammed.
Yeah.
But it's worth it because the red fire goes up from all four corners when he does it.
There you go. Brom Illustrations drew them in along with those nice gifty bags of soap, mouthwash, and body spray.
I tell you, Brom. Well, part of it was the Brom cover art that really grabbed me. Although I learned to play at a Boy Scout camp, and that's what the resident DM was running. So I played about 5 sessions of with him before the summer was over, and then I just took the ball and ran with it. For a
Yeah.
little while, I was just using what I could remember off of my character sheets to run my cousin. It's like, okay, I can remember this, 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 and this, so we can use my character sheet as a template and run you, and then the rest of it was just off my imagination for a month or two until I got the rest of the books, until I started getting books.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. All right. Well, any other breaking news for folks?
I think that's about it for tonight. Like I said, hopefully we'll have the guy for the host for the
Jeopardy. Yeah.
Jeopardy guy. I'll have him. I haven't had a chance to really talk to him a whole lot and get him up to speed yet. But hopefully we'll have him up to speed by the time you're back from your mini travels, and hopefully you'll have a lot of stories to tell.
Well, yeah. I mean, Dan is going to be talking about spooning and
It's like, come on, boys, come on, get that line a little tighter, not the butt there.
yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Send a free shuttle over to the local AA meeting with promises of free cigarettes and black coffee.
Oh, for youth. Speaking of drinks, I have talked to the hotel bar, and
Mhm.
I'm going to get them to. They'll be serving
Thematic drinks.
at least 2 thematic drinks. Speaking of drinks, I could see through yours again. That was pretty cool. I love your green screen. Yeah, I see.
And it's really it's yellow.
Yeah, I know, but it's just close enough that it catches it, huh? I guess your tolerances are kind of wide on that. That way you don't have anything bleeding through where there's a shadow or something.
Yeah, that tends to be an issue.
But yeah, what I was going to say was the mead. They're going to be serving mead, but calling it broy. And I'm going to have. I've already told them, get some good dry white wine with a golden tint, and that'll be Astakilian wine.
We have a lot of bikers in this area, especially close to where I live, because
Yeah.
I'm close to the Dragon.
Yeah,
So
and I see a whole lot of bikers because mine is not a hard. The road that runs by me is not a hard ride, but it's a beautiful ride.
yeah.
So in the this time of year we start getting on the weekends and after work, I'll see 80 or 90 bikers go by me at the same time. A big group. They'll all get out and go ride Norris Freeway.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, I got the tail of the Dragon about 10, 15 minutes from my house, and you get Norris Freeway up there. I
Yeah.
got the Cherahela Skyway is actually the other way, but connects up to the Dragon
Yeah.
in the North Carolina side. So
Yeah, mine's kind of, and skill level's kind of the opposite end of the Dragon.
yeah, the
It's
Dragon.
a nice, easy ride.
Yeah. I forget how many 100 and something curves and
Yeah.
11 miles or something like
Well,
that.
this time of year, I wouldn't want to drive a car on it because there's going to be some asshole coming around wide on the corner, trying to do 90 miles an hour on the Dragon.
Funny you said that. The Cherahela Challenge is coming up, and you guys are cracking me up here.
The Blue Oyster Bar.
Wasn't that Yeah,
That's
never mind.
yeah, that's
Flint.
from Police Academy. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes.
I was going to say I've got a guy whose name is O'Mahony, who's running the big game. So maybe
I,
we'll get O'Mahony to send somebody down to the Blue Oyster Bar.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. I know
All
you've been,
right.
you've been trying to break it off, and they keep saying funny stuff there.
I know, I know. It's fun. I really enjoy you guys. Hey guys, tomorrow night I got Matt Finch coming on. Come on, the Godfather of the OSR, the guy who
Yeah.
created Osric and everything else. The started everything. Him along with other people, but
Yeah.
the genius behind it, I think. So make sure you tune in tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern as we bring him up here.
Hey,
Let me see.
I do have one last question for you. So
Sure.
are you going to be filming or maybe
Yes,
live streaming from any of
I'm
the
gonna I'm gonna
cons?
I'm gonna definitely got stuff to record. I've got my
Got a list
camera
of
right
people you want
here.
to go talk to,
Got my
track down.
camera here that I'm bringing. Um, on top of the camera, I have my wireless mics that I've had now for a while. I bought them specifically for taking to events and getting
That's
set up.
something. If those ever break
Plugs
down for
into
you or
this.
anything, if you want to borrow some, I've got some here too.
These
These
are
are
brand
okay.
new. These are brand new.
Cool.
I just got them. They're
Got the dead cats on them, so you don't have to worry about the wind. But
well, they come
yeah,
with them. Actually, I have another set too of them that
yeah,
it came with.
yeah.
So
Just send me the when you're getting ready to do that. Send me the link and I'll whore it out. You know me. I don't mind sharing.
oh yeah. Let me see. And let me see. I'm gonna show this one here. This is the last one I think I did. Do. We're just waiting for it to load. Loading. Here's the alt one. So
Area dot. Oddly enough, I haven't had very many June bugs this year. Some years they're super thick, but this year I haven't seen any. Lots of lightning bugs, but no June bugs.
yeah, lots of lightning bugs. They've been out.
Mm-hmm.
Love the lightning bugs. They've actually been out early because it got warm early and then it cooled back off again. So they're kind of
Yeah,
confused. Kind
yeah,
of like my peach trees.
yeah.
But
Of course, it's been in the 80s the last few days. If we don't get drowned,
yeah. It's
my
we
wife's
can't win for losing, right?
yeah,
Oh, we're in a
yeah.
drought. We're in a drought.
No,
Oh,
that just broke the drought. Yeah,
yeah.
now we got flash flood. Yeah, my wife, she says that every time she goes to the airport, it rains. She went to Morocco about a little more than a week ago, and it's rained every day since.
Yeah.
She's in Morocco for a few more days, enjoying a vacation. I was not. I told her, "You go ahead and go on with my stepdaughter." I couldn't find anything to eat in Morocco. I'm quite certain.
Yeah.
Mickey is lying.
So, all right, guys. Well, thanks everybody in the chat. I appreciate you. The one last one from Davina here. The con attendee demographic kind of went where nobody expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget. Yeah. Can't. There we go.
So coming up, what's the date again? October
The 16th. The actual date of the convention is October 24th and 25th, which is a weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
And this QR code that I've got here will take you to the Kickstarter page where you can tell it to notify you. And then I'll go ahead and run this video one last time before I throw the closing credits out. So,
Yeah.
any last thing? Taco Bell's everywhere. Any last thing?
If you happen to, for some reason, lose the ability to find this video, which I don't see you ever doing, there's QR code in that video that he's about to show too.
Yeah.
So,
I'll show that one here as well. With that, I'm going to go ahead and play this video. Chris, thanks. Everybody in the chat, thanks. we'll be back on probably in a couple of weeks. Maybe with a guest, possibly.
Yeah,
So
I'll try to have somebody ready then. And thanks everybody in the chat. You guys made it a whole lot of fun. Thank you again.
yeah, in the meantime, I have a whole bunch of things to hand out at the cons that I'm going to. So we'll get people on there and get them signed up. Make sure you follow it so that you can be notified about getting your tickets. So with that, let's roll that beautiful bean footage. I mean, the beautiful DarkCon footage. Yeah. Anyway, good night.
You've been waiting for decades for a chance to sit down across the table with other Dark Sun fanatics from around the world. Finally, the time has arrived. DarkCon, the world's first in-person Dark Sun convention, is imminent. This October, Saturday the 24th and Sunday the 25th at the Knoxville Airport Hilton, the Dark Sun community will come together for the first time in one place. There will be Dark Sun games of all descriptions, 2E, 5E, Shadow Sun, and more. There will be special events like Dark Sun Jeopardy, a panel with the author of Shadow Sun himself, the Chubby Funster, aka Greg Christopher, and last but not least, the world's largest game of D&D run by 1DM. The Crimson Arena of Alteruk will be a fast-paced, deadly game with 100 plus players, DM'd by Jason O'Mahony. That should be a blast. Seats at our table are limited. Don't miss out. Get your tickets today by scanning this QR code or using the link in the video description. Come crush it at DarkCon. We'll see you there.